New tonight, we're learning more about a stunt pilot who was killed when his plane crashed at the Keystone Heights Airport around 11 this morning. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. I'm Channing Curtis. Now, Florida Highway Patrol says that only the pilot was aboard, and this all happened again at the Keystone Heights Airport. You can see it here on the map, of course. This is located right on the Clay-Bradford County line. Our Zach Wilcox was there as investigators continue working on the crash site.
Investigators spent hours on the scene in the middle of the airfield here at Keystone Heights Airport trying to determine what exactly went wrong in the sky to lead to this plane crashing and leaving just a charred tip of the tail sticking up above the hills in the airfield. And beyond that was a row of RVs and Jeeps here for a Jeep Crawl charity event where all of those people had to be unfortunate spectators to this happening. And they weren't the only witnesses, as we talked with one pilot who's been flying out of this airport for years and has never seen anything quite like this.
It's just common noise to hear them up there practicing.
David Nichols says Keystone Heights Airport features an aerobatic practice area, so he's used to seeing pilots test out their stunts while he works on planes in the hangars. But then he heard something that wasn't just common noise.
Sounded like maybe they were shooting something off at Camp Blanding.
When he turned around, he quickly realized that noise came from a lot closer than Camp Blanding as he took this picture of the massive plume of smoke rising from the middle of the airfield.
I've been a tenant at this airport for over 20 years, and this has never happened.
Within minutes, first responders were on the scene, but Florida Highway Patrol reports the 46-year-old pilot from St. Augustine was killed in the crash. The agency is still investigating what happened to cause the single-engine plane to crash and said they've notified his next of kin.
It's very disturbing, and you think about the family members and the grief they're going through.
Florida Highway Patrol did not immediately identify the pilot by name, but the group Goulion Racing shared a statement with us saying he, quote, was a much-loved part of our racing team from 2016 to 2019. He remained a very close friend, and we are all very devastated by this tragedy. So again, there were a lot of people at the airport at the time of the crash because of the Jeep Crawl going on, and we talked with some organizers over there who mentioned that they were understandably shaken up by all of this, and some of their guests were shaken up as well, but it shouldn't impact their operation for the rest of the weekend. In Starke, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.